So recently there was an auction for playing video games with Pokimane, and a pathetic Pokimane simp bid $500,000 to play video games with her. And this is just the latest example of simps completely losing their minds. Like, this should be a diagnosed mental illness at this point. To bid $500,000 of your own money.
This was an auction,
to not
right?
only not only just like play video games with Pokimane, but it's I was guessing you don't even get to meet her.
Yeah.
Is insane. Like, I just want to understand like how you get to that point in your life. Where you're like, is that like below rock bottom?
How do you have $500,000 and you can't get attention from women?
That's what everyone was commenting, because we put out a short where I was talking about this today, and all of the comments were like, if you just have $500,000 laying around in your bank account, you can definitely afford to like take women out on dates. And that, like, but it's crazy. They would rather spend their money on simping under the like delusion that eventually one of these women that they follow on Twitch or on OnlyFans or whatever will give them a shred of attention.
I wonder if part of it's like Bitcoin millionaires. If making your money digitally is very different from like starting a business and making your money in the real world, which might require you to have more interaction with actual humans. So that does that make sense? Like,
kind of.
What?
Yeah, the human aspect's removed.
The human aspect of actually, you know, like collecting wealth, making money, starting a business has to involve interacting with other humans, which would mean that you probably have more skills when it comes to actually talking to women.
Yeah, for them it's just digits on a screen.
Yeah.
This sells you, enjoy a gaming session with Pokimane, one of the top streamers in the industry. Play your favorite games and share an unforgettable experience. I don't know if
I think she pushed back and kind of made fun of the idea of calling it an unforgettable experience.
Sounds like an escort ad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I could be wrong, but it doesn't say that you'll get to meet her. It might just be like a Zoom call or a Discord call. Oh my God. Or something like that. Like you would actually...
On stream, yeah.
Now, some people were saying that this was trolling, that people were putting in fake bids to get attention on the auction.
Yeah.
Right.
And I looked at the updated page for the auction. I saw the bid is now at $30,000 from a guy named Isaac. So that in and of itself is still insane that you would spend tens of thousands, let alone hundreds of thousands of dollars on this.
Go buy a new car with that money and you'll get plenty of women.
I mean, it's not even... It doesn't even occur to them that they could speak to a woman in real life.
People are saying she's greedy. Technically, she's not getting this money. This is money for charity.
It's an auction for charity, so they're donating the money to people with immunodeficiency.
All right, I'm not like upset with her then, I guess.
But at the same time, people were commenting like, oh, this is fine because they're just donating to charity. No, if they wanted to donate to charity, they would just donate to charity.
Yeah.
They're doing it because they're simps. And really, this is about attacking the simps, not Pokimane, because I don't even think you can blame her, right?
Yeah,
she's like in it for the good cause or whatever. Some people think she courts this attention on purpose, and I don't know enough about her to know if that's true.
Yeah,
there are definitely other Twitch streamers that do, like Amaranth, for instance.
Yeah, this is a chair that's a C-Dog has like done this charity a lot of times.
Yeah.
At one point,
this is something he does.
A painting from YouTuber PewDiePie was an auctioned item one year, and a lot of money. Look, I have no problem with money going to charity, and I think raising money for charity is a good thing as long as you, if you're donating, do your research into the charity and actually know where that money is going. Most of the time, I don't think it's the greatest idea because most people don't actually look into the charities that they're donating to. But like you said, these people aren't doing it because they're good guys and, you know.
Because they're philanthropists.
Yes.
They're doing it because they're simps. We got a 20 from Alfred Larock. Mary, the simp story is a sign from God. He wants you to preach the gospel to the sad, lonely masses, and you'll make 10K a month and great seat in heaven. No. Still not going to be selling videos of myself reading the Bible in a sundress, as some people have recommended. That's not going to happen.
People are asking what charity. It's for the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
Yeah, whatever that means.
And $14K for the Make-A-Wish America.
Yeah, I just think that the simps need professional help. I rarely say that.
So how do you fix this problem? This is a very interesting discussion. Like I said, if money is basically just digits on a screen and it doesn't even seem real at this point for them, they're not thinking about the tangible ways in which they could use that money to improve themselves in the real world so that they could get real attention there. Right? How do you fix that problem? You have to get them off the computer and into the real world.
Because their money is just numbers on a screen, and the woman, Pokimane, is just pixels on a screen, and it's all just a simulation of what they really want, which would be to go on a real date with a woman and have a relationship.
I've been seeing so many like skits about my life as a working as a mod on Discord or working as a mod on Twitch, and that's like its own meta now of just the sad life of a Twitch moderator.
These people who their entire lives exist online. They don't have jobs. Their entire lives revolve around these women on Twitch.
I mean, maybe what it is she could start a service where she's just kind of ambivalent and rude to them in the real world, and it's actually doing them a service by breaking the spell.
Well, isn't that a type of escorting as well, where like you pay a woman to be mean to you?
Well, that's like what BDSM and.
Isn't there like a shaming fetish or something like that?
There's all sorts of stuff like that.
So, like,
I mean, I think they kind of get off on how humiliating and pathetic this is.
I'm not even saying pay them. I'm saying like she should just be mean for free as a public service to help.
It's going to attract the wrong people.
To help break the spell.
There is no way to be a front-facing female on the internet without people like simping. That's just it's an occupational hazard at this point. I would know.
And it's not, look, in no way can you expect her to ask for this behavior to change. It's her revenue stream. It's how she makes her money. I don't begrudge her doing her job. I just think that they should maybe shoot for the stars of like a girlfriend in the real world, and maybe you'll land amongst.
It's like, I mean, in a way, I think it's kind of a cope for having lost interest in real intimacy and in the opposite sex, but not being ready to admit that to yourself. It's kind of a cope, honestly, that they're looking for the simulation of it. The reality is too intimidating to them.
Yeah, also, there's a fair point to be made that, like, interacting on the internet is a vastly different thing than interacting in the real world, and they just prefer interacting on the internet.
Like we talked about Amaranth's reality show, Pimp My Simp.
Oh my
right?
God.
Did you hear about this?
I forgot about that.
So she did this thing with her viewers where they would go on stream with her and try to convince her that they're incels. And whoever was the most pathetic, she promised to pimp my simp, and make them dateable. And that was the entire premise of the show.
Guys signed up.
And they volunteered themselves for public humiliation, probably just for the chance to talk to her, really. But theoretically, so that they wouldn't be incels anymore and she could help them.
Oh, wow.
It's basically Queer Eye, but
sad.
Not.
Jeez.
It's just, it is sad, but also like my disgust response is stronger than my pity response for these people.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people would have that, but do you think that the average person who's not like terminally online understands that this type of stuff exists?
To an extent,
I think it always kind of did exist.
No, I know, but I'm saying like to the extent in which it exists now.
It used to be just like, you would have like a poster in your room of like Pamela Anderson.
That's not the same thing.
You didn't. Of course it's not the same thing. Of course it's not, because now you can go into someone's chat and you can have this fake interaction with them in a parasocial relationship with them that was never possible before.
This seems more in line. You remember the Bjork stalker?
Yeah.
This seems more in line with that.
Yes. Okay.
That was a creepy video.
Wouldn't you be worried that the people bidding in this auction are just completely out of their minds?
That too.
Insane?
Yeah.
I don't know. Even just from Pokimane's perspective, I would be creeped out.
Ricardo Lopez.
Yep.
We got a 20 from IC All. I don't have $500,000 laying around. All I got is $20. So here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's much appreciated anyway.
Yeah. On September 12th, 1996, Lopez mailed a letter bomb rigged with sulfuric acid to Bjork's residence in London. He recorded a final video diary explaining his motivations and ended it by filming his suicide.
Yep.
Yikes.
I
didn't know about that.
I watched the whole video series that he put out. Like, I'm fascinated by all this stuff, and it's very creepy. But I notice a lot of similarities between these people.
Yeah, and things like that have happened before. Like, as I'm compiling my list of OnlyFans horror stories, I see that there was one who hid in this OnlyFans model's attic for days,
God, man.
watched her in her house, and took videos of her sleeping and all of this stuff. Like, it's not going to be every simp, but there's definitely a subset of them that are just absolutely bonkers,
Also,
insane, that you need to watch out for.
It's very different in this age because it was not as parasocial as it is now. The nature of internet communication and the nature of the way that celebrities like Amaranth or Pokimane become famous now, it's so much more personal than it was if you just liked Bjork's music.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Also, I wanted to mention another development in the Hawk-Tuah girl saga. She just slammed creepy fans who have been DMing her for feet pics.
And for jars of spit. I remember that too. Yep.
Yeah, she said, it's kind of creepy. Toes. They want pictures of my toes. I don't want to sell pictures.
I wonder if like there's an aspect of it, like seeing if somebody like saying, I'll pay you for like pics of your feet or pay you for like putting spit in a jar. It's just to see if they will debase themselves enough to do that.
Maybe.
The women, you mean?
No, like to the guy, is it about seeing if the woman will debase herself enough to actually do it?
You know what?
Possibly.
Maybe.
But they're debasing themselves by asking.
But they're anonymous.
This
like
is-
that,
Yeah.
she has all the fame and the recognition, so it's a one-way street. in that
guess.
But
respect.
this is similar to like two guys daring each other to go do something really stupid and humiliating just to see if he's going to do it.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah,
I've been there.
yeah. Me too.
I feel bad for the Hawk-Tuah girl now because she's getting like exposed to the creepiest people.
No, she's I saw like her Instagram, she's like doing charity work and stuff like that.
Oh,
She was
wow.
like going to animal shelters and things.
I guess any moment of viral fame comes with the costs.
There's something
You know?
to be said. Like people are saying like why did this go viral and other ones didn't? Certainly that disgusting one that we watched.
Yeah.
Not even disgusting, just embarrassing. But
Both.
I think part of it is like it is that she is kind of generically wholesome otherwise. Other than the statement itself, she seems like a fairly wholesome person, and there's a bit of a dichotomy there. Like, so it's like even a wholesome person has a couple of drinks and can say something crazy once in a while, and that kind of speaks to a lot of the American experience, I'm sure, for a lot of people. So I think there's something irreverent there that's just hard to to duplicate.
Yeah.
So
I didn't understand the hate for her.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.